Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Tirelessly presenting the headlines first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 18 p.m. Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendras at various railway stations, says centre working towards holistic approach in health infrastructure. Peaceful bypoll witnessed at 5 constituencies in Assam and 1 in Meghalaya amidst tight security. Assam records 72.83% polling till 5 p.m. Arunachal Pradesh has great potential for fisheries sector, says Union Minister Rajiv Ranjan Singh, reviews various central government schemes in Itanagar. 4th Nagaland Literature Festival held at Kohima, former State Chief Minister Dr. Shuro Zeli Lizitsu highlights challenges faced by Naga literature during Second World War. And in cricket, India to take on host South Africa in 3rd T20 at Centurion, match scheduled to begin at 8:30 p.m. IST tonight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today dedicated 18 Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendras at various railway stations across the country. Modi inaugurated these kendras through video conferencing from Darbhanga in Bihar, along with other developmental projects worth over 12,000 crore rupees. The kendras aim to ensure availability of affordable medicines at railway stations for the passengers. Meanwhile, speaking on the occasion, Modi said that the government is working with a holistic approach to strengthen the health infrastructure, including affordable and free healthcare and medicines to people. He further added that over 150,000 Ayushman Arogya Mandir have been opened in the country so far.
हम विकसित भारत की तरफ तेजी से कदम बढ़ा रहे हैं। हमारी पीढ़ी सौभाग्यशाली है कि हम इसके साक्षी बन रहे हैं और इसे पूरा करने में अपना योगदान भी दे रहे हैं। साथियों, हमारी सरकार देश की सेवा के लिए, लोगों के कल्याण के लिए हमेशा प्रतिबद्ध रही है। सेवा की इसी भावना से यहां विकास से जुड़े 12,000 करोड़ रुपए के एक ही कार्यक्रम में 12,000 करोड़ रुपए का अलग अलग प्रोजेक्ट का शिलान्यास और लोकार्पण हुआ है।
In Jharkhand, amidst tight security arrangements, polling was completed at 4 p.m. in 950 sensitive booths spread over 31 constituencies peacefully. In other areas, polling continued up to 5 p.m. 43 constituencies spread over 15 districts are going to the polls in this phase. A 64.86% voter turnout was recorded till 5 p.m. It may be mentioned that over 1 crore 37 lakh electors will decide the political fortunes of 683 candidates, including 73 women. Meanwhile, elaborate security arrangements were seen. 200 companies of central paramilitary forces were deployed across the state. Inter-district borders were also sealed to further ensure free and fair polls. In Assam, 72.83% polling stations was reported till 5 p.m. in the by-polls. Peaceful polling was witnessed at the 5 assembly seats. Over 9 lakh voters are deciding the political fate of 34 candidates. A total of 1,078 polling booths were set up. Adequate security personnel were deployed to ensure peaceful polling in all the 5 assembly seats. Meanwhile, as per reports, all the seats are likely to witness a straight contest between the ruling BJP, Assam Gana Parishad and UPPL Alliance and Congress. Meanwhile, in Meghalaya, a voter turnout of 80.91% was recorded till 5 p.m. in the Gambegre Assembly constituency. Voters were seen lined up at various polling stations from early morning to cast their ballots across 51 polling stations. With 33,091 registered voters eligible to vote, it may be mentioned that the 56th Gambegre Assembly constituency had been vacant since June, after Congress leader Saleng Sangma, who previously represented the constituency, was elected as an MP from the Tura Lok Sabha seat. In a positive development, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma informed that he received a call from the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan for his assurance to find a resolution to the current issue of NEHU through a social media post. Meanwhile, the controller of examinations at NEHU, Dr. Sumarbin Umdor, expressed concerns over the ongoing student agitation. He further added that the absence of Vice Chancellor Professor Prabhashankar Shukla has created an administrative vacuum, with important files left unsigned, halting critical operations, including the release of examination results. Dr. Umdor also expressed concern about uncertainties in scheduling postgraduate and certain undergraduate exams.
On the 16th, a very important exam will start, which we are doing first time in the university, and that is the vocational training course that we have floated under NEP. And there are very few universities in the country that are actually offering VTC as an option to the student. And at NEHU we have done that. And we have around 26 VTCs that we are offering to students. And 20,000 students in the third semesters are offering this. So a lot of preparation has gone into, implementing the VTC course. And from the exam department, we have been working for the last 2 months to get the guidelines and everything related to the implementation of this course in place. So there's a lot of challenges, and in between all this, we have the current situation, which is not helping us in the exam department. And therefore, till now, we have been able to send the question for the practicals, and then
in Sikkim, French Ambassador Thierry Matteau, along with his spouse and other dignitaries, visited Sikkim Governor O.P. Mathur at the Raj Bhavan yesterday. During the meeting, Matteau discussed collaborative projects for Sikkim, including biodiversity preservation with a focus on red panda protection and the development of a cable car network to ease Gangtok's traffic. Plans for a sister city relationship with Digne, a city in France, and a photography exhibition in collaboration with the Namgyal Institute of Tibetology were also proposed. Governor Mathur welcomed these ideas, highlighting areas for potential partnerships in organic farming, tourism, and technology. Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying Rajiv Ranjan Singh, who is on a two-day tour to Arunachal Pradesh, reviewed various central government schemes in Itanagar today. Addressing the media, Singh said that Arunachal Pradesh has a lot of potential in the fisheries sector. He added that the state can become self-sufficient in fish production and also export to other states if all the water bodies in the state are developed. The minister further inaugurated the Artificial Insemination Training Center and District Dairy Farm at Siro, Lower Subhanshri. Meanwhile, State Chief Minister Pema Khandu took to his X-handle and said that the facility will empower the state's farmers and uplift the fishery and dairy sectors. Continuing with Arunachal, Chief Minister Pema Khandu held a meeting to deliberate on the proposed construction of a dedicated State Disaster Management Authority SDMA Secretariat at Itanagar. Taking to his ex-handle, Khandu expressed that the proposal of an SDMA in the capital city represents a pivotal step in strengthening Arunachal Pradesh's disaster preparedness and response capabilities. He further added that establishing a centralized, well-equipped hub will enhance coordination, provide real-time data analysis, and ensure rapid response to unique challenges of the region, including earthquakes, landslides, flash floods, and forest fires, along with man-made disasters. Mizoram Chief Minister Lal Duhoma called on Ayush advisor Dr. Kaustuba Upadhyaya and Divakar Sharma, program manager, to discuss the various Ayush initiatives in the state, including the Ayush hospital and district level programs. The 4th Nagaland Literature Festival took place today at the Capital Cultural Hall Complex in Kohima. Organized by the Writers Collective of Kohima, the theme of the event was Amplifying Our Indigenous Voices. Former Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Shurhozeli Lizitsu, speaking as special guest, highlighted the challenges faced by Naga literature during the Second World War and praised the progress of the younger generation in preserving cultural narratives. The event further featured an opening remark by Vishu Rita Crocha from the Writers Collective, a speech by SDO Civil Ebinio Jasmine Ashao on the indigenous women's voice, as well as storytelling sessions, panel discussions, and an open mic session.
Patrilineal and patrilocal influence being paramount, gender discrimination, then the elected.
The 6th edition of Arunachal Literature Festival began in Itanagar today. The 3-day event was inaugurated by Governor Lieutenant General K.T. Parnaik, retired, in presence of State's Home Minister Mama Natung, IPR Minister Nayato Dukam, and a host of literary figures and enthusiasts at DK Convention Centre, Itanagar. Addressing the gathering, the Governor said that literature festivals create a powerful positive effect by fostering cultural exchange, encouraging creativity, and promoting love for reading and writing. He further added that the Arunachal Literature Fest is providing a platform to the local authors and poets and encourages them in the field of literature. The Governor also released a book titled Myth, Memory and Folktale of the Wancho Tribe of Arunachal Pradesh. In cricket, India will take on host South Africa in the 3rd T20 International at Centurion this evening. The match is scheduled to begin at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The 4-match series is levelled at a 1-1. In the opening game, the men in blue defeated the Proteas by 61 runs. In the 2nd T20, South Africa defeated visitors by 3 wickets. The 4th and final match of the series will be played at the Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg on Friday. In another story from Meghalaya, the Union Government has released the 15th Finance Commission grants, the first installment of untied grants of the financial year 2021-22, amounting to Rs 27 crore for the rural local bodies in the state. These funds are for all the 3 autonomous district councils of the state. It may be mentioned that these funds are instrumental in making rural local bodies more capable, accountable, and self-reliant, thereby driving sustainable development across the rural regions. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates 18 p.m. Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendras at various railway stations, says centre working towards holistic approach in health infrastructure. Peaceful bypoll witnessed at 5 constituencies in Assam and 1 in Meghalaya amidst tight security. Assam records 72.83% polling till 5 p.m. Arunachal Pradesh has great potential for fisheries sector, says Union Minister Rajiv Ranjan Singh, reviews various central government schemes in Itanagar. 4th Nagaland Literature Festival held at Kohima, former State Chief Minister Dr. Shurhozeli Lizitsu highlights challenges faced by Naga literature during Second World War. And in cricket, India to take on host South Africa in third T20 at Centurion. Match scheduled to begin at 8:30 p.m. IST tonight. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.